Hey, it's Forrest. I've got a pretty interesting video for you today. This video is an apartment that we manage. We took it over about a year ago or so from another property management company. And the tenant that's here that we're dealing with is actually someone that they had placed, not someone that we had placed. And we kind of cut right there at the beginning. They had just been placed in there. There was some red flags to us, but the guy was already, in, was going in at the time. So we kind of had to deal with it. And in this video, what you're going to see, I want to kind of lay this out for you so you kind of understand. We had filed for the eviction. We did a 3-day notice. We'd filed for the eviction. He had been served. Basically, the eviction had been granted because he didn't show up or anything, never posted the summons money, nothing. And we were kind of waiting for an appointment for the police. Now, we hadn't set the appointment yet because we knew they were running a bit behind. And we honestly hadn't heard from this guy for a little bit. Now, his power hadn't been on in just over a month. The reason we didn't go back over there and do an inspection during this process was because the guy has been in and out of the hospital. And if you go in and you do an inspection, which we actually had done an inspection prior to this, but we didn't go in like right before the eviction. Because once you give them a 3-day notice, you pretty much don't want to go in and do inspections. And then, especially during this period of eviction, there's some rationale that says that if you go in there, it seems like you're harassing, you're trying to run them out, and that can cause problems later on, especially if they try to fight the eviction and it goes in front of a judge and they say, these people keep coming into my place all the time. They're trying to push me out, and you just want to get into that. So once you file a 3-day notice, don't go in there for inspections. Anyway, back to the video. So in the video, you're going to see the very front part of it is where I went over early in the morning on a Monday. Now, this video is a little old. It's not recent. I go over in the morning on a Monday and just to check on it, see if the guy's there. I wasn't going to make entry or anything. I just was going to see if the guy was there. So when I come up and I get out of my truck and I go towards the door, I notice the door is open. The security door was closed, but the door itself was open to the apartment. So as I'm walking towards the door, a guy comes from inside the apartment, comes out, and I confront him. And you see that in the video. Now, I didn't get the guy's face on the video itself. I tried to avoid that. You know how YouTube is. You put the video on YouTube and you don't blur the guy's face, and that's kind of a pain in the butt to do. So I kind of purposely kept the video off his face. But the video does kind of end abruptly, and the reason for it is the guy was trying to leave, and I was trying to get some information from him, like who he was, different things like that, but he was trying to leave. So I had to shut the video off and snap a couple pictures, which he was trying to duck away from. I luckily got some pictures, so if I went in and found something, I'd be able to call the police and show him at least sort of what the guy looked like. Thank God.
How you doing?
Hey, buddy. All right, let's have a little conversation here. Where's the guy at?
Who?
Yeah.
He's out to somebody said he's out to the beach.
What do you mean? Somebody said he's out to the
Somebody told me
beach?
he's out to the beach.
So why are you here?
Well, I see the door open. I see if he was in.
Wait. So you said the door was standing open and you went in?
Mm-hmm.
That's illegal, right?
Well, he's just a friend of mine. I don't think.
I don't care who. So, but after he leaves, I went ahead and turned the video back on. I go in and I do an inspection of the place because I knew the guy wasn't there. That guy that left told me he wasn't there. Plus, I hollered, or anybody here, whatever. And the door was already open, so I didn't have to make entry. It was already open. So I went in to find out what that guy, maybe he stole something or whatever. And so the video, the second part you see is of that. Okay, so I came up. I'll show you the first part of the video where there was some dude coming out of there. I got him on video. I came up, he's coming out the door here. And you can see this place is all tore up. Anybody in here? You can see there's crap everywhere. The power's off, it's been off. There's clothing everywhere. You can see it's destroyed in here. Oh yeah, it's destroyed in here. I'm gonna come back and change the locks on it. The paint is shot. There's mildew everywhere. Oh man, there's crap. You can see this is just terrible. It's just ruined in here. Mildew all over it. There's crap in the toilet. So, looks like there's stuff all in the sink. This man has destroyed this place. The back door is unlocked. There's all kinds of junk out here on the back. As you can see. There's all kinds of stuff out here. This is not somebody we placed, but you can see the door is also busted. There's no reason to lock it because there's nothing to lock it. It won't even shut. So we have to screw that closed. There's something burning right there. I don't even want to open this, but I'm going to. Oh yeah, this is gone. That's gone. That's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Stuff all in it. Roaches crawling around inside there. Oh man. Oh man. There's nobody in here, so we have to secure it. This is bad. Really bad. When I go in, it's terrible. It's in such bad shape. I try to get everything on the video I can, but the video doesn't do justice to the wear on the edge of the walls. When we go around corners of those wall edges, wall corners, there's dirt all over the wall, dirty handprints everywhere, and the camera lens just doesn't pick it up very well. And of course, there was stuff everywhere, including out back. You'll see where the back door's been kicked in and broken. It wouldn't even stay shut. I mean, the plan was to go back and screw the door shut. But anyway, and just lots of things were trashed into place. And a lot of that stuff we had seen once before when we went in there. And we had some other things. There was a window broken out and stuff. And we went in there like a couple months ago or so and had to replace a couple of windows. Before that, we'd replaced the window. And we'd actually approached the guy, the tenant, by phone. We finally caught him on the phone after about a month and a half trying to get a hold of him, going around there, and then finally get him on the phone. And we made a deal that he would pay for those repairs. He owed like $500 for the different repairs that he'd done. Plus, he knew he was going to have to pay for the stove eventually because he broke the glass part of the oven, the glass face that you normally on an oven door. He broke that, and so he knew he was going to have to pay for that. And his sister got involved because he told me his sister was going to hang on to his money and pay all his bills, and I was supposed to go get the money from the sister. Well, this is what started tumbling downhill with the 3-day notice, was because I went to talk to his sister. I called her on the phone, and she said this guy had come by and picked up the money that he gave to originally to take care of this. He came by and got the money, and then she told him that she wasn't going to have anything to do with him anymore, and because of the way he was acting. And this guy is on, I don't know if he's on drugs or something, but he's in and out of the hospital a lot, all kinds of stuff. I mean, HUD's paying for his place, but he still has a certain amount he has to pay, and he hasn't paid that. So he was behind on that as well. So there's lots of things going on here. Anyway, so in the third part of the video, now that's where I go. I left there after doing the inspection, and I knew I had to secure the place, right? Because the guy wasn't there. The place was in shambles. The power had been out. I didn't want squatters to move in. The first guy being there was a little scary because it could have been a squatter. And so I went to get some locks to change on the doors, and I was going to screw the back door shut because the door facing, the door frame is shot. I mean, it's just the door frame itself is shot. You'll see in the video. So I was going to screw the back door shut. So I go back a little later on that afternoon. I had some other stuff to do, and I went back.